Well, they can.
Oh.
Not well.
I would. Yeah. Not. How well do you want them to play hockey? I want to see
Better than me, probably,
Ndamukong Suh on skates. I want to see that.
Yeah. Sue versus me. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to see Sue on skates. That'd be funny. I think that Miller guy, Scotty Miller, for the Buccaneers, he'd be pretty quick on skates. He's pretty quick in person.
I don't know.
On real.
But you get him on skates and ice here, all of a sudden he's jelly-legged and...
You never know until it happens. I think he's an upper Midwesterner. I think he's like, what, from Michigan? Something like that? I have no idea. I feel
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah, Scotty doesn't know.
I've seen like video clips of like J.J. Watt playing hockey and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, Wisconsin boy.
Oh, and he's when he's like going full speed on skates, I'm like bailing it. Nope.
Yeah. Imagine,
get the fuck out of here.
Imagine that 6'3", 230 pounds.
6'3", he's like 6'6", 6'7".
Well, then add
280 pounds.
Yeah, and then add 2
Monster.
inches for skates, at least 2 inches for skates, and then he coming to you with your back turned in the corner at the boards. Oh, good night, nurse.
Yeah, who officially went down to Arizona.
Yeah, well, I just saw on Twitter he's taking ice baths in a lake in Wisconsin. Have you seen his log cabin in Wisconsin he's got for the off season?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, he makes anybody else's cabin look like an outhouse. All right, so my last thing for sports real quick. Ravens OT idea. You guys seen this?
No.
No, I haven't.
So really?
No.
Okay,
Dude,
so
that's tax season.
Oh, I guess, yeah. So every year the NFL asks teams, hey, what rules would you like to see change? What do you want to, like modify? All this. And so the Ravens came out with an overtime rule. So a touchdown still ends the game, whether the other team touches the ball or not. But if you win the coin flip, you choose where on the field the ball is spotted. And then the other team chooses offense or defense. So if you win the coin flip, you would say, the 50-yard line. And then you would have to decide, do I want to start on offense at the 50-yard line or on defense at the 50-yard line? And like I heard, like if you're a team like Kansas City that has a very explosive offense, you choose your own 30-yard line. Now, are you going to have the team you're playing against, like say it's like the Houston Texans, and are you going to give the ball to Kansas City on their own 30-yard line, or are you going to start with the ball on your own 30-yard line? There's some interest in there. There's a lot of strategy in there.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I think I put it on the 1 yard line and let them
pick defense.
Yeah. So then
you put it on your 1 yard line.
That's risky.
Yep.
You have to go 99 yards to win.
Yeah, just to say fuck you.
And a safety ends the game too. Remember?
Yeah.
Well,
field goals don't mean shit. The field goal, you kick the field goal, and the ball goes right back to them, and then
it's.
I don't know what the rule is if somebody kicks the field goal if they spot it at the same spot as the original spot.
So it's essentially just taking away the kickoff in overtime.
Yeah, the NFL wants to limit how many kickoffs.
Again, I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, the NFL is obviously mulling it around. It is an interesting, strategy play, but
I don't think it's going to ever be.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to take hold yet.
No, yeah, it's interesting. And then also the sky judge rule in the NFL. People are coming out. The Ravens are actually on the forefront for this one again too. About just like the XFL where they had the sky judge that would call down and like they call a penalty or whatever, or they call something a touchdown, the sky judge can buzz in and say, hey, we're going to review this penalty. So basically all penalties are reviewable.
That's risky.
It takes so much time.
You're saying that could take a lot of time.
But the XFL did it pretty quick. There was no commercial break. That was the key break, was when you do a review, don't go to commercial. Because then you're adding 5 minutes to how much it takes to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a little bit because again, we had that with you could review pass interference and it blew up in their face
because they kept going to commercial.
Well, not even just that; it was just
the fact that
the coaches were mad about it. The coaches didn't care about
the
commercials or something. They just didn't know what the hell they could challenge.
The fans didn't like it because it was another commercial break. Just like the 2-minute warning is so stupid. Get rid of the 2-minute warning.
I think there was only maybe 3 overturned on actual challenges or something. something.
The fans don't
Yeah.
like it because it's another commercial break. The coaches don't like it because the calls were never overturned. And the NFL doesn't like it because it feels like their referees are being challenged by their competency. Like, nobody liked it. But they only did it because the Saints fans blew up.
Well,
about
no,
that
they had
LA
one. They had one really bad incident that caused a knee-jerk reaction.
in the
It
fucking
was one bad no call that caused a
in a
ripple
big
effect.
time.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
In, a,
it
big,
was-
in a
but
huge game that did actually probably, you could say, determine the
definitely did
outcome. Yeah.
give
the Rams
fucking
still
win.
lost in the Super Bowl, so what did
Well,
they gain
okay, but
from it?
remember, the Rams, if they make the correct call, the Rams are probably not even in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they weren't in the. No,
The
there would be
Saints
no
would have
way
won
they
that
would-
game.
Yeah, it was
probably,
fourth down.
Yeah.
I know it was a. I agree. It was a missed
Well, I think it was
call.
third down, and then they would have had a first down, and then the Saints ended up kicking a field goal, which only tied it, and I think the Rams went down and won it. There was
Oh, yeah,
something
I
like
think that was-
there was
yeah.
something like that here where the Saints, were essentially on like their 20-yard line at that point.
It was such a bad missed call.
Yeah.
It ended up tying up a courtroom in New Orleans for a while.
Oh well,
like,
come on!
it was like
that's
the-
all. No, like.
And
But again, it was a knee-jerk reaction because of one really bad
and
in
season,
a big time game.
season ticket holders buying billboard ads saying how much they hate the NFL and all that
Spend your
shit.
money
It
how
was-
you want, even if it's for something dumb.
All right, moving on. Listener suggested topics. We actually have a couple. We had a couple buzzer beaters come in.
Oh shit!
First one's brought to you by Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Stop
Hey,
going.
Tyler.
Stop going to Mystic Lake so much. Why is broccoli green?
Happy late birthday,
Happy birthday, Tyler. Why is broccoli green?
broccoli green.
I would say it's because that's the light that it emits. That's why we all have colors. Like that's
Yeah,
what color comes from. That's
yeah,
like,
it's
the-
science.
Yeah, science, bitch. That's science right there.
Carbonation
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah. So yeah, that's why broccoli is green. That's what I would say. Eric,
Oh.
anything about that? Why is broccoli green?
I mean, you go chop down a tree and part of it's green. So
But does anybody hear it if it falls?
does
anybody
hear it
around?
if a broccoli falls
Where's the broccoli falling?
in the forest?
But does anybody hear it?
Bruh, Cully.
All right, so broccoli is green because that's the spectrum of light it emits. That's where we're gonna get. Is that our consensus answer?
Sure. I mean,
Everybody.
we could Google it. I'm
Oh, yeah,
sure,
Sounds
but
scientific.
that
Let's go
takes
for it.
that takes a lot of effort that we don't put into this show.
All right. Our second one is volcanoes. Pro or against?
Depends on the situation. Are they
Depends where
so like
it's
a Pompeii or is
yeah,
it?
like
I mean, a volcano gave us the Hawaiian Islands,
right.
But then it also
Depends how
made,
shitty are the people around it.
Like,
Yeah.
are you talking about Yellowstone?
But then it also made Pompeii a
Where it
place not to
destroys
live
humanity?
at for a while. Well, Yellowstone's a ticking time bomb. Like,
Yeah, I'm not pro everybody dying. So
What about
Are
some
we-
people dying?
yeah, can we be? I mean, like
can we relocate the volcano?
like in the Avengers movie, I kind of sided with Thanos for a little bit. I'm like, okay, like some people can disappear.
I get what
I'm
you're
not-
saying. I
but-
get what you're saying, Thanos. However,
Yeah,
However,
like
just make
people
sure it's
being
not
going
me.
away is bad, but yeah, don't make sure
Just
it's
make
not
sure it's
me
not
or
me.
anybody I like.
how
yeah.
do we? Are we sure that that Thanos wasn't actually Al Gore?
Oh my god, that would make so much sense. That would make so much sense.
I mean, put them side by side. You never know.
We're supposed to be talking about volcanoes, not Thanos. So yeah, those rhymes, by the way. Volcanoes,
Kind of.
Thanos.
Kind of.
Don't kind of me. So yeah, we get the Hawaiian Islands because of it. We get, Seattle gets scared whenever Mount St. Helens starts, getting a little feisty. That's about it. There's one going off in Indonesia. That's
I suppose
Yeah,
a
I saw
volcano.
that.
I suppose
Yeah.
a volcano never did anything to me.
yeah. I was never. What was that? What's the guy in fucking Idiot Abroad? What's that guy's name? Carl.
Oh, Carl
Pinkerton or whatever,
or Pinkling, or something like that.
And he goes to a volcano and he's trying to throw something in it, and then the native told him he can't throw anything in it, and he goes, "Then what's the point of having it?" This is the same guy that said if you took a picture of my asshole and mixed it with 4 other pictures of assholes, I could
couldn't-
not
yeah.
pick mine out of the pictures.
Well, I think another one they said is going like, when the 3 wise men brought, the gifts to Jesus, he asked, were the gifts for his birthday or Christmas?
Yeah, that guy's funny as hell. But no, so yeah, I've never been directly pissed off by a volcano. Like a volcano's never done anything to me. Nobody that I know has been affected by a volcano.
I'll say pro because I mean I got a trip out of it. I went to Italy and saw the Mayan ruins. Or not Mayan ruins.
He corrected himself.
Suddenly, Italy is in Mexico.
Yeah, the ruins of Pompeii. Do you mean?
Pompeii.
Okay, there you go.
Sorry, same trip.
He got it. So
you see that chariot that just dug up in Pompeii?
Yeah,
it's the quote unquote Lamborghini
of
or chariots. Like, holy shit!
Yeah, dude, they haven't even really dug out a lot of underneath there.
I like the two guys or the guy that was like wanking off, the guy that was jerking off that he got covered in ash and lava, and that's like the way he's remembered in history.
Or it just looks like he's wanking it.
Yeah, his hand. He's laying on his back, and his hand is between his legs.
Just say no evidence if he was or not here, but
maybe he was pissing and fell over. Nobody knows. What if he was, and now the rest of he knows for the rest of history, everybody's gonna thinking that he's masturbating.
Hey, everybody! There's the volcanic jerk off.
Yeah. I was taking a piss and the volcanic eruption knocked me over. No, you were jerking off. Oh my god.
Oh, Luigi was having some happy time over there, so.
Oh, I would be pissed if that was the case, or like you were just like putting on pants and that's when it happened. And like you're laying
probably didn't have pants back then.
You're laying on you're laying on the floor because your pants were too tight and you're trying to get that whole leverage thing going on and then boom, covered in ash and lava.
Or maybe he just had an itch.
Actually, according to most of those statues, I would agree that they didn't have pants.
I like how we're trying to justify this.
Really? Was there a lot of wangs on the statues? Really?
Yeah.
Were they big?
No.
Bigger than me?
Probably.
All right. Probably. Notice how he didn't
I feel
answer
like the statue. Oh, are you talking like the statue of David or something? Or
the statues just...
No, it's just like there's... Oh. You go around and you see a ton of statues around.
I feel like wherever you go in Italy... I've never been there. You guys
I feel like the statue of David would be like, really? That's what you're giving me?
I feel like wherever you go in Italy, you just like, oh, look, there's a dick. Oh, look, there's another dick.
That's kind of Europe, to be honest with you.
That's only when I go...
you remember like the Conan O'Brien bit when he went to Berlin with that guy flew aboard?
Yeah.
And he took him like to the nude beach or something. It's just like, have you ever not seen an anus before? No, I have. Well, there's another.
No, like whether you're talking about statues or people, you just be like, hey, there's a dick. There's another dick. That guy's a dick. That guy has a dick. Like Europe loves dicks apparently.
They just don't care about nudity, really.
Or mainland Europe, at least. I don't know about the English and Irish Isles, but.
I'm sure. Well, the English are pretty uptight, so they probably have more issues.
God, how much money do they waste having a queen in that whole just monarchy that doesn't do anything?
I think it all comes out of taxes.
Yeah, that's so fucking waste of money. Are you kidding me? All right, so moving on. You guys seen the fucking space hotel? It's supposed to open up in 2027. 2027.
Did you know they're supposed to?
So was this like Elon Musk deal or something?
No, it's a different company. It's It was originally called the Von Braun Station, but after they realized that Werner von Braun worked for the Nazis, they decided that was
Warner von Braun or something? Yeah. The guy in October Sky that gets mentioned? Or?
Yeah, he was working for the Nazis and came over to America for the whole Manhattan...
Space program.
Or Manhattan... not Manhattan Project, but just for rocket.
NASA wasn't? That was pretty common. We took former German scientists and...
Yeah, but the fact that they were like, hey, this guy used to be a Nazi, maybe we should not... name our thing about him.
That's probably a good idea.
So now it's called the Voyager Station. It looks like a giant Ferris wheel. So you remember the Xenon girl?
Oh, okay. I know.
Does it look kind of like that?
Yeah.
The Xenon one had the two
space
wheels.
Station is like the two. It's like
it looked like two film reels.
It looked like a top, wasn't it? Or something?
Yeah, it looked like two film reels together.
Yeah, that was kind of.
This was just one.
This looked like an expanded version of that ride at most fairs.
Yeah.
Where you go around in circles, or
gravity. Brian, I got a picture.
The gravity ones where you
has a Ferris wheel would be like vertical. Like this one is like horizontal. I think.
Yeah.
Like a top almost.
Yeah, where you go upside down. It's
this one, hold on. This was the Xenon one.
That's the image I had, but it's just one ring instead of two.
Yeah, so it's just one right here.
Oh, so it actually does kind of look like a Ferris wheel. It is actually upright.
So it's got the spaceship right in the middle going horizontal. And it's got 2 docking stations, one on each side, where passengers ingress and egress out of the space station.